Welcome back to this week's Real Country File. I'm stood in a field of barley sown in November, which was very late for winter barley, but it looks pretty decent until I turn around. But before I do, I just want to thank this week's sponsor, which is Wedge Galvanizing. They are at the LAMMA show. They've got a stand there. They have 14 sites around the country that will galvanize anything for you. They'll even pick it up, collect it, do it and drop it back off. So thanks to them for sponsoring the episode, and if you go to LAMMA show, check them out and get a free goodie bag. But yes, this flood. So the first day of January was the wettest day of the year so far. I think we can all agree. Andrew's actually checking something out later on near Dunham Massey where a river burst its banks. But yeah, what's going on with this country? You know, is the rain getting more frequent, or is it just the river maintenance? It's certainly the river maintenance now here. This is drained by pumps into a ditch behind them green boxes there. From that then it travels round and about a bit, past the houses, up to the River Mersey. But on the way it goes past numerous fallen down trees in streams, stuff that the Environment Agency used to clean out. It's never been dredged for years. There's a lot of trees were brought down with that storm late December. Got a helicopter here making a noise. We're not far from the airport, you see. So you've got like a foot to 18 inches of silt in all these streams. Even when it's not raining, they're not completely getting empty. So when it does rain, everything's full and got nowhere to go. That's why the flooding gets worse. Stockport is not that far from here. There was a load of an old mill that's now apartments that flooded. Now, that mill must have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years before it was apartments. And presumably they built it there because it wasn't going to flood. So that would have been when streams, ditches and things would have been maintained. So it's not good at all. Anyway, one burst its banks in Dunham Massey, so let's see how Angela's got on over there, checking that out.
New Year's Day 2025. The weather over the last 24 hours has been absolutely horrendous. The rain has been torrential. So I'm sure that across the country there are many flooded areas. But here in Dunham Massey in Cheshire, the flooding here has taken on a completely different level because the canal, the Bridgewater Canal, has burst its banks. So I don't know if you can just see, but normally the water line is a good sort of couple of metre or so higher than what it is currently. But the water has absolutely just escaped from the bottom of the canal. The whole side of the bank has collapsed. And so much canal water has just waterfalled right into the fields around the area and finding its way to the River Bollin. So massive implications in terms of repairing this, and getting the barges to be safe and not go off down the area where the water is actually escaping to, but also far-reaching consequences for the farmland locally and all the associated wildlife. So I've come into the warmth and cosy lounge actually belonging to James Buttle here. Now James, you just live round the corner from where the canal has burst its banks.
Yes.
So how did you hear about it in the first place?
We heard about it from my sister actually this morning. She sent me a WhatsApp saying, "Have you seen the canal?" So we went up to have a look, and it's obviously breached, hasn't it?
That's it. Shocking.
Just past the aqueduct where the Bollin goes under the canal. It's just breached on the far side of there.
Right. So just one side of the canal has completely collapsed.
Completely collapsed, and it's gone straight through to all the sewage works is all under. So that's completely under,
right.
And then everything from all going that way towards Lim is all under as well now, isn't it?
Okay. So I saw you earlier. You had there was a tractor and machines there. So what?
Yeah. Well, the idea is
then?
that when it breaches, there's wood that we can put out on the canal to stop it. You see, so there's a bridge near Agden where they put the wood in there. And then
so you stack the wood, like sleepers on top of each other.
And there's like channels in the canal banks where the wood
used to slot it in.
Slots in. So we did there, and then on our back lane bridge,
right.
Also there. But the back lane bridge has not been that successful. It's still coming over.
Okay.
So now they've gone to Altrincham.
Okay.
And there's near the Boonenberg building there.
Yes, yeah.
So
That'll
there's a
be
little
at least half a mile backing up.
back, so they're going to do it there. So there'll be 3 sections.
Three.
So if you've got a boat trapped within that area,
that's it. It's
I
just
mean, last time it breached was 72, 73, and it took nearly 3 years to fix.
Crikey. As in sort of building the
Yeah,
the
and it's
walls
a
back
similar
up
place
again.
to where it was then.
Right, I see. Okay.
So it's a massive job.
And from a
Thousands
sort of
of tons.
environmental and wildlife point of view, when you farm these fields around here,
It's
what impact is that going to have?
It's just, if you can't see the fields, it's level.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're
Is
there's
there any,
hundreds of acres gone.
is there any stock out that's
I
been
believe there was
affected
for
at
some
all?
stock, but I think they got those, able to get those to safe ground. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
all the
so
floodplains.
for a long time it's just going to be underwater.
Well, the Bollins banks have all breached on our
Right.
land, and
Okay.
further down as well. There's a farmer down there who stores caravans, and they're moving caravans as I speak now,
Right.
trying to get them out because obviously the caravans don't like water either.
Well, that's it. And it's not stopped raining actually again today. So
No.
you know,
No.
rainwater's still going to keep coming in as well. At the moment, it's an environment, a village still reeling in the shock of and the horrific spectacle that it is. But as you say, over the
On
next
New Year's Day?
on New Year's Day, when everybody's kind of not focusing
Hungover.
on work days. That's right. Yes.
Like Angela.
Yes, yeah, that's it. I know, we were out last night. But yeah, this is going to be a very long-term project to put it back.
Yeah.
If it can ever be put back as it was before, we'll just have to wait and see.
Pretty bad that, really. So thanks for that report, Angela. Now, as you know, we try, if we can, get about a bit. We are all northwest based, but if anyone has any stories, we are willing to travel, even if it's the other end of the country. So get in touch if you want us to cover something. If you want to film something yourself, that's great. If there's any budding YouTubers out there, get in touch, send us some reports and we can have them in. We really want it to be nationwide. We've really got to tell the story of agriculture, especially with what's going on at the moment, where we've got these politicians that don't understand it whatsoever. So the more people that understand farming, the better. So please do get in touch with any stories you want, or send us something in. I'm out of breath here, I'm walking across this field and my boots have got so heavy. Can you see that? Yeah, that's why we try and direct drill as much as we can. This was considerably work because of the damage that we'd done harvesting it last year, because it had flooded last year and we put some ruts in it and made a mess with the combine. But yeah, get in touch. That is about all for this week's episode. Thanks again to Wedge Galvanizing. Don't forget, go to LAMMA Show, check out all the different things that they do. They can galvanize, gates, troughs, sheds, you name it. They'll be there. Go and get a goodie bag. I'll be there as well both days, so say hello if you see me. I think Angela's getting there as well. So thanks for watching this week, and we'll see you next time.